Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello to everyone. My name is Auni binti Adab and my matrix number is AE180055. Today I would like to present my FYP, which is development of mobile sanitizing robot in operation room. My supervisor name is Professor Madya Dr. Rosli bin Omar. My panel name is Professor Madya Dr. Wan Nur Shazwani binti Wan Zakaria and Professor Madya IR Dr. T. Kian Siat. Next, I will do the introduction. So, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which is right now is the endemic, there are few quarantine areas when used to do medical operation and manpower. Science and technology have expanded. It helps humans with regular tasks and issues. This project proposed a mobile sanitizing robot to solve COVID-19 problems. This robot will sanitize operation room and the equipment before and after operation. There are two cases, which is individual who need surgery test positive for COVID-19, so frontliners must sanitize operation room and the equipment constantly. The mobile sanitizing robot will use UVC light, which has a short wave frequency with a peak wavelength of 253.7 nanometer, and it has a super strong sterilization. So next is the problem statement. So the problem statement is the limited of the availability of manpower. There are limited number of nurses are allowed to be in the room, and it will distract their concentration on the operation, and the patient might not be properly operated. And the assistant in the form of robot with plenty of energy could increase the operation efficiency. And a mobile sanitizing robot can to reduce the workload required. Mobile robot would reduce the number of patients in the waiting list due to the increased productivity. Next is objective and scope. So there has three objectives, which is first to identify the features and function of mobile sanitizing robot, and second is to develop a mobile sanitizing robot to be used in operation room. Third is to evaluate the efficiency of the proposed mobile robot. So the scope is in autonomous operation mode. The robot will detect obstacles and avoid them, and UVC LED will turn on in the operation room. The robot will power source come from a 7.4 LiPo battery, IR module sensor, Arduino Mega 2560, ultrasonic sensor, L298 and motor driver and slide switches will be applied in the robot. Schematic diagram for this robot will be designed by using Proteus and Arduino software. The simulation movement of the robot will be simulated, and the design of mobile sanitizing robot will be drawn on the SolidWorks software. So next is the methodology block diagram. So Arduino Mega 2560 7.4 LiPo battery, L298 and motor driver, IR sensor module and ultrasonic sensor module are used in this project. Arduino Mega will be the project brain due to process it will generate. Arduino Mega 2560 instructs the L298 and motor driver and relay switch. To activate L298 and motor driver, we need to attach the battery. This project switch turn on the motor driver using battery electricity. After motor driver finish, it goes to N20 metal gear motors. So next is the methodology flowchart. So we have two modes, which is line following mode and avoidance and obstacle mode. In the line following mode, we will use the IR sensor. And to activate the IR sensor, we need to calibrate the IR sensor first, and we do the black as 1 and white as 0. And after that, the robot will be moved forward, left or right, and then the UVC will be turned on. But in the condition to turn on the UVC, we need to use another two sensors to detect the line. And if the two sensors detect the line, the UVC will be turned on. The robot will be sanitize the room. But if the two sensors turn off or or cannot detect the black line, the UVC will be turned off. And for the avoidance and obstacle mode, the ultrasonic sensor is used, and it has the distance, which is the distance is 50 centimeter, and the robot will stop. Next is the result for design and animation. So design and animation actually we do in the SolidWorks software, and at here you can see the design that we create, and this is we create the animation to see how the flow, and this is the table that why we use the design, and of course to why we use the Arduino Mega 2560 because it has 54 digital input or output pins, and the UVC LED to sanitize the operation room. Rack at the top is for the placing the equipment of the operation, and to tire it because it can rotate 0 degree until 360 degree. Ultrasonic sensor to detect the obstacle, and IR sensor to detect infrared radiation to sense black line, and L298 motor driver is running 2 DC motor at the same time, and 7-4 LiPo battery is for it because it is the rechargeable, and caster wheel for smooth movement. Next we will discuss about the result on the Arduino. So the Arduino, first we need to compile and upload, and at here we compile and upload, and then we could see that Arduino use 4398 byte space. Then the data shown in the table, which is 2 table, is collected after connection to the hardware. So at above, which is this table, this is for the line following mode. So we use a 3 sensor, which is left sensor, middle sensor, and right sensor. So when the middle sensor is high and left sensor and right sensor is low, it will turn, the robot will go forward, and if the middle sensor and right sensor is high or right sensor is high, it will be turned right, and for the left sensor and IR middle sensor is high or left sensor only is high, it will be turned off, and it will be also turned off when all of the 3 sensor is detect high, so the robot will be stopped. So next is the table for the sanitized room. So there has another 2 sensor, which is the UVC only turn on when the condition of 2 sensor is high, and other than that it will be turned off. So this is the result for hardware. So hardware we do the first is we do the line following mode, and this one is we attach the UVC LED, and this one we do the cover from the black board, and this one is we check the connection between the UVC LED, and this one we do the circuits for the robot to move. So this is the footage. So as we can see at here, the robot move with follow the lines, and this is entering the operation room, and it detects the operation room, and the UVC LED is turned on. So at here is the obstacle. So next is the conclusion and recommendation for this project. As the objective of this project, which are identify the features and function to develop a mobile sanitizing robot, and to evaluate the efficiency of the proposed mobile robot. This all of this objective is already proven, but this mobile sanitizing robot need to do an improvement, especially the speed of the robot and the percentage of UVC LED to kill the bacteria. There are several recommendations that could improve feature works, which is first is the place of the equipment, which is we can put the UVC LED also to sterilize and sanitize the equipment. Second is to do the camera for detect the fast detection of doctors and nurses, and it may record the attendees of the nurses and doctors. And last is adding the monitor that can open or read the x-ray of the patient, so the nurse and doctor can easy to know that. So that's all from me. Thank you.